Hey guys, and welcome at Away from Keyboard. Today I want to take a look at if No Man's Sky is worth playing. I am one of those guys that sees an awesome trailer, gets hyped and pre-orders a game. So was the case for No Man's Sky. As most of you know, I'm a big fan of space simulators. At the time, I couldn't wait for Teunissen to release. The big follow-up of a game called Freelancer, on which I talked about in an earlier worth playing video. Another space simulator released in the meantime called Elite Dangerous, which I didn't like at all, because it was too realistic. And all out of nowhere, this crazy, awesome, too good to be true trailer dropped of a game called No Man's Sky. I really needed my space sim fix, so I had to pre-order it. And I think we all know how that game turned out to be. In the meantime, the game had a lot of big free DLC, and it is a good time to take another look at this space simulator. So, what is No Man's Sky actually? No Man's Sky has a huge random generated universe to explore, in which every plant, planet, creature, rock and biome is randomly generated. In the later updates like Next, a lot more variety was added, and this is really noticeable. In No Man's Sky you can walk on a planet, get in your spaceship and launch into space. Head to the next planet, land and get out of your ship to explore the new planet. If you don't like grind heavy games, I've got bad news for you. Because No Man's Sky is all about the grind. You mine resources with your multi-tool, with which you can craft stuff for your spaceship, base, exosuit and a lot more. And because of the latest DLC, which added base building, it even became even more of a grind fest. For me this is awesome, because I love this stuff. Base building can use an update though. Some of the tiles and walls clip together perfectly, and other times it can take you hours just to connect two beams together. But on the plus side, the bases give you a reason and method to stay longer on planets. At release you got to a planet, mined some resources, named some of its wildlife and left the planet never to return again. But now, when you find an interesting planet, you can build your base there. Make a portal and return to it anytime you want. It literally feels like coming home after a long journey. No Man's Sky allows you to collect 6 ships, and when you get a freighter, you can even store them in there. I see No Man's Sky as a huge collecting game. I need to collect everything in the highest class. The classes go from C, B, A to the highest S class. You've got S class ships, multi-tools, freighters and even modules which you can install on your items to upgrade them. Want to do more damage? Install a weapon mod. Want to mine faster? Install a mining beam mod on your multi-tool. The game can be very buggy at times. The game crashed a few times while negotiating for frigates to add to my fleet. When the game fully crashes, it can sometimes take you back a few minutes. So make sure you save a lot so you don't lose a lot of progress. Also, sometimes when a friend of mine joined me on my freighter, so we could warp together to a new system, he would end up in the void of space and die. Luckily, he always respawned at the nearest space station without losing anything. I keep being amazed about what No Man's Sky has to offer. Every time I think, well, no, I don't have a lot to do anymore. But when I log in the next day, I still have to force myself to stop playing, because there's always something to upgrade, something to explore or something to gather. The space battles are a bit easy once you get the hang of it. There are pirates that will scan your ship for valuable loot and will attack you to steal it. Or sometimes when you enter a new system, after having warped there, you will encounter a freighter battle, in which a fleet of freighters and frigates will be getting attacked by waves of enemy ships, but you can choose to ignore these battles. I think No Man's Sky can greatly improve in this area. They could create more immersive space battles or maybe even raids which you have to complete with some friends, and I think a lot of people would be happy. Oh man, there's just so much to talk about that I almost forgot to talk about how beautiful No Man's Sky can be. Some people call it a screenshot simulator. Almost every planet or system has its own color schemes, which make the environments look like paintings everywhere you look. This game is just gorgeous. So, on to the conclusion. Is No Man's Sky worth playing? Like I said, if you don't like grinding, No Man's Sky is not the game for you. Also, No Man's Sky can be a little overwhelming for new players, but when you get the hang of the crafting system, it will become more fun. Especially play this game with your friends, especially now that you can play them with up to 3 friends. Hello Games did, in my opinion, something that never happened before in the world of gaming. They revived a game that was doomed from the start and made it into a work of art. And I can't wait what the next upcoming DLC will have to offer for us.